Today, first reading and the gospel are very strongly related. The first reading is where Moses tells people to follow God's commandments and laws. So, what are those 10 commandments and the laws? Well, basically, it's that we're to love God and love other people. If we take a look at the 10 commandments, the first 3 commandments are about our specific relationship and love for God. First commandment tells us there's one God and there are no others. The second commandment tells us basically that we have to keep his name holy. And the third commandment says that we must rest on the Sabbath and keep that a holy day where we focus on God. Because that's a day where we should pray, go to church. And then the other commandments are more about our relationships with other people. The fourth commandment tells us that we should honor our parents. The fifth commandment tells us that we shall not kill. The sixth commandment says that we shall not commit adultery. The seventh commandment says we shall not steal. The eighth commandment tells us that we shall not lie or give false witness. The ninth commandment says we shall not lust or covet. And the 10th commandment says that we should not be jealous of what other people have. So in the gospel, someone asked Jesus, well, how can I have everlasting life? What is your advice to me? And Jesus simply replied that you must love God deeply as you love others and love yourself. And then Jesus tells a parable of the Good Samaritan. And I've read that, probably many, many times, but it still hits me every time I read it because it challenges us to love strangers. It's easy for us to show love to people that we know and are familiar with and to be kind to them. But if a stranger does something wrong, we tend to get angry with them and let them have it. Let me give you an example. Let's talk about road rage for a second. When someone cuts us off, we tend to fly off the handle and swear and yell at them, but we would never do that with people at home or that we work with because we like them and we're nice to them. But the gospel really presents us with the challenge that we need to love and be kind to strangers. So now is a good time for all of us to think about that. If we're driving and somebody happens to cut us off, to just be patient and kind. If we're in a restaurant and the server brings the wrong food or makes a mistake, instead of letting them have it, just be patient and kind. If we're waiting in line in the grocery store because someone at the front is counting out change or taking the time to write a check, instead of giving them that look, just be kind and smile and be patient to the stranger. Thank you, and God bless you.